listeners, how have you been? I hope you have been fantabulous. Hello, Jaspreet, how are you?
Hi Gopa, I'm good. Hello listeners.
So, Jaspreet, guess who I was talking to yesterday?
Who?
Our first big client from the US.
Oh, were you talking to Gans?
Yes. I was talking to Gans and I was just wondering, the long way that we came from since the last 4 years. Don't you think about it?
Oh yes, I think I would call that our first big win.
I absolutely agree. So when you say first big win, I would not say that it was a big win only as a client, but it was a big win for us because we did get the liberty to work upon the client to show them our skills and our expertise.
Yeah, I think back like 4 years back, we were a very small team. We were still out there as an entrepreneur, and to get a client like Be Transformed was honestly very overwhelming, or like a big achievement rather. Not that we were not confident about delivering, we were sure of what we've done so far and we knew we could do a good job with them. But the fact that Gans trusted us and trusted a small company like us, trusted in two women like he always says, was a big step.
Yeah, I think he putting his trust and faith in us also helped us gain a lot of confidence because he was new in the US market and we were also new here. And as an agency, we tried our level best to do the right kind of research, to do the right kind of, analysis for the brand. And I think we did come up with a good plan and strategy for Be Transformed.
Yes, I feel that he was one of those brands in the initial stages where we worked on an end-to-end strategy, right? From creating his website, messaging, social media handles, and he's a very organic person. And I think we've so far done like a great job, and his trust in us has come a long way. He's been trusting us with practically everything that we do now, and there's minimal hiccups in terms of the whole marketing and strategy that we create.
Right. So, and I still remember, I think we started off with the social media strategy plan where we actually thought about what the platforms they should be present in, how should we go about introducing the brand in front of the US target market. And then gradually, as we moved ahead with social media, I still remember, he started trusting us more and we even got into content marketing for him. And the fact that, it's been 4 years and when I just look back and see the kind of work we've done for him, I feel that it's like a big badge on our, collars. The fact that, you and I would definitely agree, and even other agency owners would also agree that today it is very, very hard to retain a client. And the fact that we've retained somebody like him for over 4 years, I think we should have a pat on our back, right?
Absolutely, yes. So to tell y'all more, or to tell our listeners rather more about what Be Transformed exactly does, Gopa, why don't you tell us more about Be Transformed as you've got the maximum hands-on experience?
Sure, Jaspreet. I would definitely help you there. So I think with Be Transformed, as you've already mentioned, we've always taken the organic path, right? So Be Transformed helps companies transform their digital customer experiences. The four main processes that they deal in are omnichannel CX, cloud contact centers, service desk, and analytics. And the amount of learnings that I think we've had from Be Transformed has been enormous. Not only have we learned how the entire US target market works, not only have we learned a lot about the customer experiences, how it works, how it operates and all of that, but we've also learned a great deal about the B2B market. I think just you would agree to that, it is from Be Transform that we actually jumped into the B2B sector from B2C because before we were into B2C, right?
Correct. I think that was the transition from B2C companies to B2B companies, rather like an entry point. And from there, we've never looked back. We've worked with a lot of B2B companies after that. And somewhere it's been a home ground for us where clients like these are are, we feel very fortunate when we are onboarded with them is because they give us that room and flexibility to experiment. It's never a question in case, something doesn't work. It'll never be like, why didn't work? Or he's always open to experimenting and gives us that room to further experiment and learn from his brand, which we then are able to, incorporate with other brands, and thereby it's a continuous growth. And if we see the way Be Transformed and Brand Mender both have grown in the last 4 years, the growth has been phenomenal.
Yeah. So herein, I don't know, you suddenly struck a chord here wherein, if you remember very clearly, we tried so many strategies for Be Transform, right? So I very clearly remember the strategy that we did, the ABM strategy that we did. We tried so many ways. We did a lot of research. We thought about how to go about implementing that, what kind of data would be required, what kind of research is required. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, probably the strategy did not work. But guess what? We learned so much from that strategy.
Absolutely. And today, if we see the relationship that we have with Gans, it's been a very, he's been our mentor, he's been a friend, and he's been someone who's guided us throughout in the ups and downs of Brand Mender. He's always had personal interest in the way we've taken our growth journey, the way Be Transformed itself has grown, leaps and bounds, I would say.
And I think there are very few people in this world, wherein, actually a client, creates a bond with the opposite party. And I think that's the kind of the bond we have with this client. I think today, probably it would not be fair if we call him our client. Like you already said, he's rather a mentor and a friend, right? And I think this is the kind of bond that we've created with Gans, and not just him. Probably that's one of the many other examples that we can give. But let's not divulge all the information about Brand Mender. What say, Jas?
Absolutely. And I think we've kind of reciprocated the same, Gopa, because we've been an extended arm for him in multiple places, right? From extending our services beyond digital marketing, helping him recruit, helping him with a lot of other strategies, helping him collaborate with other vendors at times. And we've always worked as a team. I think we've been fortunate enough where he's never seen us like a digital marketing agency. He's always seen us as an extended arm or a partner by helping both the companies grow at the same time.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, this is absolutely the right kind of statement that you've given. I think Be Transform and Brand Mender, both the Bs have grown together throughout.
Absolutely. I think with this, we can go ahead and conclude today's podcast. And just to tell our listeners, basically, is that there's always a start somewhere, right? And during this journey of entrepreneurship, you'll meet multiple people. You meet some people who are good, and you meet some people who are not so good, but there's always a lesson to learn.
And these lessons only make us who we are today, right?
Absolutely.
So on that good note and on that positive note, we would like to end this third episode of Evolvelnk. And I think today's episode rightly justifies the name of our podcast. It's all about evolving. And I think that this story rightly represents the name of our podcast. So that's all from my side. Bye, friends.
Adios.